Hey, meet Petunia. She often helps me out with these things, readings. So I am going to try to do this. It's not live, we're not streaming yet, but I'm getting close to that. I'm gonna go ahead and do my morning readings with you. Everybody, been thinking about some stuff this morning, and one of the things that has been on my mind is get some focus here. Uncertainty, which begets fear, and I know we all, it's an easy trap to fall in, and it's also, it feels foolish and foolish to feel like, oh, I think positively. You have to deal with all these realities. Well, it's true, but here's the thing: everything's changed already. We know that. What we don't know is what the future looks like, and we don't, and our leadership isn't leading. So this is a moment I heard someone say, what do you want the world to look like? What do you want the world to look like? Think about it. It's a clean slate. So when you're arguing with yourself about, the reality of hope versus, oh my God, the world has come to an end. Think about, seriously, what would you like what would you like? Just, the slate is clean. What would you like the world to look like? I know for one, me, organic farming to be the standard. No plastic. Sustainable ecology and environmental care. I mean, look what the earth can do when we don't interfere, right? Last week, reports of pollution clearing and all of that is amazing. As an artist, I would love for the arts to be revered in a way that, money, banking has been revered. And I promise we won't dominate. There's plenty for everyone. So I really didn't plan to give a sermonette, but it's just been rolling around in my head, and I thought I would mention it. And I'm excited by this idea. Apprehension, fear, all of that, uncertainty, all of that aside, I am really excited by the idea that we have an opportunity now as people to come up with something better. And in fact, I think we're obligated to. So, the question we have today is, what is the energy to transmute? Interesting. So, what I've pulled, and I'll pull more cards, is the energy that we want to... Of course, it was just what I was talking about. The energy to transmute, what we want to focus on, is moving the Five of Wands. That's competition, blocking, it can be game playing. Move that feeling of fighting it. I gotta fight it. I gotta fight it. Into the King of Swords. And this is about taking clear and wise and thoughtful action. Eyes wide open. And look at this. I love that that in this Trungles deck, a few people have asked me if this is the deck that I've designed. It is not. I will post images of that very soon. This is a deck by Trungles. It is brand new. It's just out this week, and it's called the Star Spinner Tarot. It's got all races represented and very body positive, and also all sexual orientations are represented. It's really terrific. So yeah, this King of Swords is a crow looking to the future, and crows bring us messages, right? So birds bring us messages, and he's here with a message, and he's looking to the future. And of course, some of it is the anatomy of the crow, but some of it is also his attitude. He's looking upward with some dignity and pride, and really assessing things. I kind of like that. So how are we going to get there? I always ask, that's my method card, you know. And the method card this morning is the one that everyone is pulling these days, the Hermit card. Hermit. Thing about Hermit is, it's a solitary card. It's a card of isolation, but the Hermit chooses to be isolated. So this is about using this isolation time wisely. Go into your own self. Think about all the things that you have in your life, your daily life, that have been tiny little obstacles to some kind of better fulfillment, right? And what I mean by better fulfillment is like, well, I'll be honest. Here's something for me that is a problem. Petunia has a health problem, and you know she's going to be 17 in June. So, and cats' bodies are pretty simple, and they break down pretty fast. So, you know, these are not unanticipated, but an obstacle to my daily happiness is the fact that I have to give her medicine and she doesn't want to take it. So it becomes this interaction of force between us, you know, as a combat of wills. And then, of course, I'm bigger and stronger, and so I brutalize the situation. I can't help but brutalize it, and it's for her own good. And then she's happy the rest of the day. And this is how I start my day. This kind of sucks. It sucks for both of us. And I am working with her on it. I am trying to figure out ways that I can trick her into taking her medicine. You know, we have gotten to a point where she's actually taking 2 medicines now. One is just a probiotic, but she won't eat the probiotic on her food. And so I'm putting it in a syringe, and water in a syringe, and then putting it in her throat. She wouldn't do that for the longest time. And finally one day I just looked at her and said, you know, this isn't going away, and it's not getting easier the more you struggle against it. So just accept it, and it will get much easier. Now, my cat Petunia is highly intelligent, not just smart, but she's intelligent. And she really understood that. And we now have a situation where, and this happened instantly, where I put the tip of the syringe to her mouth, and she opens up and she lets me squirt it down the back of her throat, and we are done. So intelligently addressing these small obstacles to your daily happiness, or you know, making the day go smoothly, like these are some. This is just an example, and I've gone overboard here with the example, but you know, think about these things in our lives, in the world, that really bother you or don't resonate. They are not in alignment with a way of being. And it's not about control. I'm talking about, think about this for everyone. So, you know, I mentioned earlier plastic. That really gets my goat. cannot stand the overuse of plastic. It really serves its purpose in certain instances, but we have alternatives. So in a new world, what does a world without plastic look like? I mean, to be perfectly frank, I grew up in a world without plastic. So the overuse of plastic now is arbitrary and pointless and wasteful. I would love to go back to, and maybe that's what we need, is going back to. But these are my thoughts. You, with the Hermit, need to come up with your own to get to hear King of Swords, this wise and clear vision of the future. Now the undercurrent energy is Wheel of Fortune. Wheel goes up, wheel goes down. This is knowing that things are moving, they're moving quickly. It is cyclical. And our best course of action is to ride the wave. Right? That's profound advice. Ride the wave. Don't fight it. Ride the wave. And that's where fear doesn't do us any good, right? It does absolutely no good at all. Anxiety, frustration. I'll be honest, I didn't even watch the Trump clip that's been put up a couple days ago or yesterday, because at this point, we're surprised that he did something outrageous. It's a given. It's his brand. So I'm not fighting it. I know what he's about. And that's really what I got. Ride the wave. Think about what you want. Think about the future of this planet, of your friends. Would you like to be able to spend more time with? I'd love to be able to. Everybody here that's watching on Facebook, all of my friends, I've gotten a lot of private messages and messages in the comments about how great it is to see me and talk, see me talking, and I am gonna hang my shingle out for doing private readings, and that will give me an opportunity to have one-on-ones with you guys. And honestly, if you want to hang out, if I haven't talked to you in ages and you want to do a FaceTime or something like that, just it's great to reconnect. So I'm gonna shut up now. I haven't had coffee yet, and I desperately need some coffee to move forward with my day and get some clear thinking going on. All right. Be well, and for me and Petunia, until next time, I will be back this evening with some music.